Spurs Nation. Wow. Does it feel great to be back right here talking Spurs basketball with you guys here on our channel. So I was supposed to get to a YouTube video. I was supposed to get to do my YouTube video on Wednesday after the Spurs had faced the Timberwolves, but it didn't happen. So I apologize for that, but I'm here making it up to you guys. So the San Antonio Spurs beat the Chicago Bulls tonight, 87-77, behind LaMarcus Aldridge's 28 points, 10 rebounds. He had some assists. He had a couple assists, like 3 assists or 4 assists. 2 blocks and a steal. So yeah, he did pretty good tonight. Love the way he played. I love this aggressiveness. I mean, where was this LaMarcus Aldridge? You know, all that for the past 2 years. Where was this LaMarcus Aldridge? But he's played good so far. So far, he's playing pretty damn good. You know, last game he had 25 points, 10 rebounds. Tonight he had 28 and 10. You know, Murray's been playing phenomenal. I mean, he had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a couple of steals, like 2 steals, I think. And against Timberwolves, you know, especially for starting, that's incredible. So he had a good start. Then tonight he had 8 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. So far, he's becoming a two-way player. So he's getting there. You know, this is just a start. You know, but he's only gonna get better and better from here on out. You know, hopefully we do see more of DeJounte Murray. You know, this kid is a young stud, especially hungry for a ring. You know, so I love what I'm seeing out of the Spurs team so far. So far they're 2-0, and I love it. Hey, Texas 8-23, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, I love what I'm seeing. You know, this Spurs team is becoming one of the most dominant. It's having a good dominant start defensively. On the defensive side. They need to keep this up in order to beat the Warriors, to beat the Thunder, and to beat the Rockets and the Cavaliers. So it's still a little early to make a prediction, but I hope we see a Spurs Cavaliers 2007 NBA Finals rematch. And the Spurs win it tonight without they win it tonight without Kawhi Leonard. Without Kawhi Leonard, without Tony Parker. You know what? Could you imagine? Can you really imagine if Parker and Leonard were playing against the Wolves, and if they played tonight? Could you imagine the slaughtering or the beatdown that they would put on not only Timberwolves but on the Bulls tonight, especially the Bulls? Could you imagine? Ugh, that's just pure torture. That's like lighting a firecracker on a roach. That's just complete torture. But I love what I'm seeing for the Spurs team so far. I love it. So a good start, and this Spurs team is looking really determined to get that freaking ring, to get that 6th championship. Everyone on the team to get their first. Well, Kawhi Leonard to get a second. Ginobili and Parker to get their fifth. Face forever. Paul Gasol to get his third. Yeah, pretty much everyone else get their. Well, Patty Mills also to get his second as well. And then Pop would get his sixth ring. Yeah, Spurs do need it bad. They need it real bad. And they need to be hungry and determined to get that ring. But like I said, I love what I'm seeing from the Spurs team so far. It's a great start. I mean, tonight they played a little sloppy in the first half. I mean, shots weren't really falling. They just looked a little bit lazy at the beginning. But then after the second half, they turned it up a bit. But the Bulls were just getting back in the game, like in the third or fourth quarter, I think. In the third quarter. But overall, even when the Bulls came back, I just love how the way Pop screams and yells at them for them to wake their butts up, and especially to get back in gear. Because there's no excuse at all to be getting lazy and letting the other team come back. No excuse at all. Period. But again, guys, Red Wing Bar Spurs. Can I do a face? I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. But I love the start so far. But the Spurs still have a ton, and I mean a ton of work to do. But like I said, so far, now they improved to 2-0 on the season. I'm truly sorry I can't do that. I'm not really allowed to reveal myself. But two 2-0 is what the Spurs start the season off at. Can he keep this up? Well, as long as Aldridge keeps playing at the level that he's been playing as of late in these past two games, and as long as Rudy Gay keeps, being hungry for that ring, as long as Murray keeps it up on the defensive end on his part, then then the Spurs will have no problem getting their sixth ring. No problem at all. It's all in the matter of just stepping up, remaining focused, and keeping that focus, never losing it. That's all they got to do to get their sixth ring. That's all it takes to get your sixth ring. You got to be hungry for it. You got to be determined. You got to really want that ring. But the season's still young. We still got 80 more games to go. So there's still a ton of work to be done, and ton of work to improve on a lot of things that the Spurs need to improve on. So like I said, great start for our Spurs team so far. They just better keep it up. Yeah, we almost did get it last year. The Spurs almost did get it. But when that piece of crap Pachulia did what he did to Kawhi Leonard, that messed everything up. But we're in a new season now. We are in a new season. So we need to focus on the new season. So this should be the year for our San Antonio Spurs to bust out and get that freaking ring. Like I said, if they want this ring, they're gonna have to get hungry for it. I have PS3, I don't have Xbox. But yeah, guys, next up, Toronto Raptors. So far, 2-0. Our Spurs start off at. So guys, before I cut this, big shout outs first, my Spurs Fairy, who I love very much. Love you, Spurs Fairy. Big shout outs to my buddy Joe Garcia. Big shout outs to Ezra Camacho. Big shout outs to Doris. Big shout outs to all the Spurs super fans, you know, Spurs Phenom, Old School McGee, Spurs Bane, the Spurs Amigo, the Spurtons. Big shout out to the Spurs man, to the Spurs Zorro, the Spurs Bat fan, the Spurs Spider-Man, Spurs Deadpool, or San Antonio Deadpool as he would like to be called. The Sporado, Spurs Big Homie. Has a lot of shouts to get to. Oh, can't forget the Spurs PA announcer, Jonathan Sanford. Big shout out to Jonathan Sanford as well. You know, and his wife, Mrs. Jennifer Sanford. Shout outs to their kids, and big shout outs to his mom as well, to Mr. Jonathan Sanford's mom as well. I mean, she has been sick, so hopefully for a speedy recovery. You know, hopefully she has gotten better. Hopefully she has gotten better. You know, I hope she does get better, or she is better. I hate to see anyone of my Spurs family get sick. I hate it. You know, but or you know, anything ill. But I hope she gets better. I pray she gets better. Big shout outs also to my buddy, another good buddy, Ed Luna. Big shout out to everyone on Facebook. Shout outs to all the Spurs groups that I'm in. Big shout out to everyone on the Two Shots podcast. Everyone, big shout out to the Spurs Fairy, the Spurs Fairies fan page. Big shout out to everyone on my Spurs Nation fan page. Thank you all for the support. Love you guys. And once again, big shout out to everyone on Facebook. Everyone. Try to tag everyone as much as I can. You know, if I don't tag you, I'm sorry. I'll be sure to tag you on the next video. So once again, our San Antonio Spurs. 2 in a row. 2-0. Next up, the Raptors. Is it going to be a challenge? Yeah, it will. You never underestimate a team that you may not think is good, but I know that is good. So never underestimate any team. No matter how bad you think you are, or how much of the worst team that you think you are, never underestimate a team. Ever. So, big shout outs to everyone on here as well. On my YouTube channel, big shout out to Texas 8-23 who's tuned in. Big shout out to Texas 8-23. And I say big shout out to everyone on my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Great win tonight by our Spurs. Hopefully DeJounte Murray keeps it up. LaMarcus Aldridge keeps that fire lit inside of him. Rudy Gay still becomes, keeps the confidence of, improving on the scoring. And especially on his defense. I mean, everyone on the Spurs team. Especially when Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker come back. Oh, yeah. And from here on, it's all about just keeping healthy throughout the rest of the season and also coming towards the playoffs once the playoffs start. So, I'll be talking to you guys again soon. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. Next time, guys, go Spurs, go!